Alright, web development. This is my first video for you guys. I'm excited. I feel like I'm talking to you already. Feels like class, doesn't it? I know it doesn't, but let's come down here to font faces and I'm going to show you some things, okay? I'm just going to give you an introduction on this assignment, okay? First of all, I put it in really huge letters, create the table below in a web page. I've had so many people just fill this out on a Word document in the past. That's why this time around I just made it huge so that you would recognize this is how you're supposed to do it. Create a REPL, create a web page that, you know, what you're going to be doing in here is creating a table with a header row and then different fonts in those individual columns. You'll just put like an X or a check mark on whether is it a serif, is it sans serif, is it decorative, or is it script. Okay? And hopefully, in order for you to figure out what is serif, what is sans serif, you've gone to this website. This is W3 Schools, and it tells you how to put font families on HTML. And then this website down below tells you what is a serif, sans serif, what is decorative, what is script. Okay? And I'll let you guys look at those websites and try and figure it out. What I'm going to do today is kind of show you, work along with me kind of deal. Okay? So I'm going to create a new REPL. HTML, ooh, I don't want to call it frizzy whimsical. Let's name it font families. Okay. Spelled families right, okay. Create REPL. REPL created. Bam. Alright. Now at this point, I really don't mind if you have it down, then you have it down. If you know what HTML is, head, the meta tags and metadata, let me just explain what those are right. Well, I'll explain those later in a different assignment. We'll do a whole section. We'll do another assignment on meta tags. Let me just write that down actually because I haven't done that in the past and it's on the state test. Meta tags. Assignment. Okay. So, I'm just as distracted videotaping as I am in class. What you want to do, I don't mind if you delete that, the head, as long as you have the head, the title, the body, okay. Now this link, this is something that I do want to show you really quick, because I just haven't had time to show you in the past. This link right here is a link to your CSS, okay. So you'll notice, I have to refrain from touching my screen so that you guys can see it. But right over here in styles, right here, this link links you to this sheet. Okay, and this is how you do it. You just do link. Instead of doing, so before what we would do is we type in style, and you still can, and then you can end that style. Okay, and then you can put all of the formatting right here in the style sheet, right? And I'm actually going to delete these indents, okay? And then we'd put everything in. We'd put in things like image, and then we'd center the image right here, okay? Instead, you can just do that right here, okay? So I could say, like for instance, body. This is all CSS, so you got to write it like CSS, right? Background color, and ooh, gives you an option of all sorts of colors. Corn silk. Ooh, I'm going to pick corn silk. I didn't know that was an option for HTML. Okay, and I'll hit run, and there it is. Okay, my background color changed. And I could say background image. I can download an image and do all sorts of things. Okay, so that's what that link is there for. You can still do style, but watch this. If I say if I start a body, and I say background color, what do you think is going to happen if I say red? I'm going to hit run. It turns red, okay? That's interesting because usually if it's on the top, if the link is on the top, then the link will take precedent. But it looks like if the link is on the bottom, it will actually take precedent. Okay, so let's actually click and drag that and move it over. The link should definitely take precedent over. Ooh, it doesn't. Oh wait, oops, I put it in my style sheet. That was why. going to put afterwards and run it. There you go. Okay. So for whatever reason in REPL, I thought it was the opposite, but it takes precedence. Whatever's first takes precedence. That's what I thought, but instead it's whatever's last. Whatever's closest to the body takes precedence. Okay. And I wonder if that's how it is for Notepad. That doesn't matter. Okay. So for REPL, just so you know what takes precedence. Now let's say I go to my body right here and I say BG color equals quotes blue. And I hit run. That never takes precedence. This will always, so the style sheets will always have priority over the HTML. So if I delete this right here, background color right here, I'm going to hit delete. I come up to my index, delete background color here, hit delete, hit run. Now it will be blue. Okay? I don't want to do that. I like the corn silk. That's my background color. Okay. Oh, it matches my sweater. Look at that. Okay. Anyways, I don't mind if you just leave all of this. That was my point in that huge tangent. I don't mind if you leave HTML, head, title. Oh, let's leave the title. Let's change the title, to font. Font. Leaves. Run. Okay. So in my body, I can change this script. This script right here is for JavaScript. Okay, that's if you want to add some more language in it. I'm going to delete it because we are learning about HTML and HTML only. All right, so create a header, h1, and create font. Oops. H1. There we go. Hit run. Font families right up there. I want to center that, so I'm going to say text align in my body. And that will only align the text. Just remember that. Hit run. There we go. Okay. So now if I were to place an image, it wouldn't. Now let's see if that does that for my table now, because I want to create a table. Table. Remember to end it just immediately so that you have it. Alright, how do you start a table? Table header. Okay. Actually, table row. My bad. You want the rows first, and then a table header. Table header. Let's end that table header, and then end the table row. And then in the table header, I'm going to say, what do we have over here on Canvas? Font faces. Okay, so font, serif, sans serif, decorative, and script. Okay, so I'm going to say font, create a new one, and copy and paste is your friend. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Okay, so font, and I'm going to say serif, sans serif. Something they don't teach you in that paragraph is that sans, or sans serif, sans means none in Latin, so it means no serif. You'll understand what I'm talking about. These little doohickey things up here, those are serifs, so I don't know if you can tell what I'm pointing at, but at the end of the F, there's this little things poking out at the end. Alright. Decorative. Wish they had spell check here. Decorative and script. Okay. So I'm going to hit run, and there we go. That's our table header. And it didn't align that, so I'm going to have to create another one that says table, if I want it to. You don't have to. So table. Actually, for the sake of time, let's just move on. Okay. So what I'm going to do is create another table row. Table row with how many table datas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 table datas. Table data. table data, copy and paste that 5 times, Control V, 4, 5, and your table row. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to say, what do we want in this one? Oh, the very first one, I'm going to put in something like, and I'll only do 1 or 2 of them for you, so let's actually copy this. I'm going to do it a couple of times. You should probably copy it all the way, so actually, let's do that. There we go, so we got a ton of them, and that might not even be enough, but this is what it's going to look like, tons and tons of data, right? So in the first one, I'm going to put my font. So my first font is, oops, if I can, I'll just put that right next to it, Times New Roman. So I say Times New Roman. Okay, hit run, and there you go. Now, let's put a border on this table just so we can see. So I'm going to say table, comma, table row, comma, table data, table header. Okay. I'm going to say border 1 pixel, solid black. Run. There it is. There's our giant table with no cells filled into it just yet. Okay. And I just prefer my table to be collapsed, so I'm going to say border collapse. Run. Ooh, wait. Oh, what was it? Maybe did I spell collapse wrong? W3 schools it is. W3 schools border. Yeah. Oh, I just spelled it wrong. 2 L's maybe? Yep, my bad. See, that's how I wish they had spell check. Okay, there we go. Okay, I like that border collapse. Right. Times New Roman. Let's do this other one. I'll just do a couple for you guys. Oh yeah, I forgot to put it back over here. Jokerman. Okay. I'm gonna put Jokerman. And I'll do 3 of them because I had trouble with Blackadder. So let's see. Blackadder. I think it's TIC. If you ever have problems figuring out the font, you can actually go to a Word document. I'm opening up a Word document right now. And you can look at these fonts. So there's Jokerman right there. There's the Blackadder, okay. Right up here you can read it a lot more clearly. It's ITC, Blackadder ITC. Okay, so let's do that. Not TIC, it's ITC. Okay, so I'm going to run. There's 3 of my fonts, okay? So I got 3 fonts, and either I can do it on my style sheet here, my style sheet over here. Just remember that my style sheet over here, now that I've placed it, takes precedence. So technically, I could take all this and copy and paste it. I prefer doing it in the same page for these smaller assignments, just because it's annoying to have to go back and forth. But just know you can. Okay, so I could. Here's one option. I could say. Right down here, I could say class equals, let's say times, and I'm going to come down here and say dot times, I'm going to say font families, and I'm going to say times run. Okay. I think it automatically is Times New Roman. Let's just try this out really quick. Arial, see if that runs. Not running. Okay, font family, maybe it's because of the S. And then it's spelled wrong. There we go. Okay, so it's just font family. That was my bad. So I'm going to put in Times New Roman. There we go. Hit run. There we go. So I